essentially. You just show like option A, option
Hmm.
B, option C with like the requirements on each, and you can have like the slider, right, of like how full it is, how full the tank is on each.
Mm-hmm.
So you can show that um, either how full the tank is on each or how full. Yeah, let's say like it's just a selection of options. It's like only people inside the community can put in their proposals, let's say. So it's like a trusted system in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you act maliciously, you will get kicked out from the community. Or there'll be some repercussions that are like social at the social layer. So then, yeah, you just
Hmm.
that can work.
And actually,
A fun one.
I'm starting to think like what? Yeah, there's so many. Like, what if I drew? Okay, let's go back to the boulder example. I say we need $3,000 in 20 hours, and then you say,
Mhm.
actually, no, all we need is 20 hours. We don't need money. We don't need money. We can just like build them. And I think your idea is ridiculous. I can perhaps like ignore your path. Like you might, and I mean, it might be if you're opening up the circuit to be drawn emergently by the community, there's probably going to be a lot of branches that don't make sense if you get to enough scale. Of course, if you're sitting in a room and you're talking about it, you can immediately say like, no, we definitely need money because we need grips. We can't build these
Mhm.
things. Um, so there must be a way to like either like agree to or like cut off one of the paths of the circuit, which means like it doesn't mean I'm not supportive of the thing being done. It just means I don't think that way of doing it will work.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
yeah, that makes sense. So rather than an individual one, it's like a collective one of saying, "Hey, I'm like signaling that this one is wrong." Like,
right, right. I've looked at this proposal and I don't think it makes sense, you know, because you need
yeah,
that sort of like human discernment, right? Someone comes in and draws a new path and says, "No, I have grips. I'm going to change this $3,000 funding bucket to a binary, got grips or don't." And we've got
mhm,
them. It's checked. And then it's like, you know, if that goes through the project, I guess you still need like maybe there's like a responsible, accountable, um, what's the racy, consulted, informed sort of thing. So you have like projects have a, oh, there goes Rex. Projects have a project manager
Yeah,
or
but
something, someone who's like, you know, primarily dedicated to seeing it through. Because then that, and I mean, that's a degree of centralization, but I guess this is also important. Like people doing stuff can't all just be amorphous crowds.
yeah, yeah.
So
Like it
maybe
has to
there's
be
just like
like
an
this.
admin on the project that, and maybe that's like a two of three admin or a three of five admin. You know, if the people who are like, oh, new circuit in today, oh, that's total shit. Nope, 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 not gonna work. Or oh, someone has new materials we didn't know about. Whoa, 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 cool. So yeah,
Yeah,
maybe there's some sort of like authorizer type over the project that can have
yeah. It like makes a multi-sig, but the community is also a signer, something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, it would be fun. It would be fun to build out for like in a weekend or two.
What are you doing this
But
weekend? Let's
yeah,
get vibe coding. Let's go to Sean's house. Hash, you're driving straight there, right?
I'm driving west to Sean's
Sean's
house.
house, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, probably I should drive straight through the Atlantic
yeah.
or Pacific.
You can get on a boat if you need to.
Yeah, your boat right in the lakes, Great Lakes area. You
Yeah,
can take that
yeah, perfect.
and circle around the Arctic.
Maybe fastest, probably not. Cool.
Jess wanted to talk about something today, but she didn't come. I mean, she was gonna she wanted to put a proposal or something. But
Oh yeah.
I have a proposal. Yeah, Jeff, I remember you last time telling me that you wanted to contribute to the Avalanche side to get some contracting because contracting income isn't coming. So I was hoping if like we are working in the third phase right now. We have the subsystem map ready. We did the protocol architecture, and this third phase was actually we were building out the differential spec uh, for Avalanche, which is like first and second. First draft was ready. We completed last night, Sean and I left some comments on it. But for the next milestone, we would have to like publish like the complete report for it. So I don't know if you have time. Would you be interested in doing some writing for the
Yeah,
next milestone?
can you send me some links? Let me take a look. Yeah, I do have
Yes.
some hours. I am looking for some contract time. Um, Send me the draft
Yeah,
if
there are
you've
like
got
a
that.
bunch. I'll send you like a complete folder for the three milestones. Like third milestone isn't ready, but it will be ready in maybe
What's
next
what's
week.
what's the date on it?
And
Next week. Oh, so
there is
soon,
no date.
soon.
We don't have we don't have a deadline per se.
Oh, okay.
It's just milestone one. We did the first milestone we did in like first month. The second milestone we took good 2 months. The third milestone, excuse me, the third milestone we did on like we took another 2 months to complete. So yeah,
The
like
third
there's
one.
no
But
deadline
this
per
is
se.
the third one.
Once the third one is ready, we will move on to like we'll get the funding, we'll send an invoice. So for the fourth one, we'll have to
Oh, four.
put
Okay.
some insights in what.
Cool. Yeah, send me the file you got or the folder with the draft and all that, and I'll take a look. And yeah, let's catch up more regularly. I'm back at home for the next few months. I might go camping for a few days next
Oh.
week, but yeah, I'm around, so let's do some stuff.
And yeah, so like I'll just give you a little context. So then last milestone is about what are the insights that we got from this, and we technically don't really have any data, and we really can't get any qualitative insights from it. From the research that we got, we cannot really get qualitative, like meaningful qualitative insights. So I was hoping we could, like Rex, if you're interested, you also told me that you wanted to build some dashboards for Avalanche. So if you could also contribute, like because we will be having cash. Like next month, we are probably getting an invoice for 20K. So we will be flushed with cash for both of you. So if you also want to contribute some, and there's a model, Jeff, Rex, if you both want to look at it, give some insights to the model, and we could have some outputs ready from the model. Like we have the experiments ready, but we don't really want to do the experiments because experiments is its own scope. It's like its own thing to run these experiments. The model is ready. We can probably try some like very basic, simple experiments. Rex, you can do some dashboards and get us some insights, some meaningful insights. Just not like, no, we don't just want to bullshit our way around for the insights. But yeah, something that is backed by something quantitative.
Okay, so the goal isn't to build like pipelines to like ingest real data and use the model fully. It's just to like have an initial understanding, right?
Yeah, have an initial understanding of what is possible, like what kind of insights can we draw from it. Not like end-to-end pipeline. We're not building that because
Okay.
that's like its own project, building an entire pipeline.
Okay, that works. Sounds fun.
Cool. What's our treasury like with BCRG lately? Do we have any insight over that? We still gotta build this one-stop dashboard. Maybe in Canvas. I'll see what I can do about smart contract reading stuff into Canvas. I was looking into Convergent AI? No. Convergent? Maybe it was. It was like Web3 enabled AI agents that could potentially just feed data right into a canvas. Oh God, so beautiful. Is it called Convergent?
I'll find the address to see on DBank how much we have.
Oh yeah, we've got actually have the DBank open in one of my tabs here. Which tab though?
I've been doing some reading into like staking. Like it's like to be very specific, I've been doing a lot of reading into Lido, and I don't know. I'm kind of interested in like I don't know. Can we pitch something to Lido?
Would be interesting. Would be
Proof of
fun.
stake. That'll be fun.
I know
But thing is,
Jill, the isn't Nick. I don't know if you know Nick from. He's more like a token economist, let's say. But I know he's at Jido. If you'll have the contact, maybe there's something to do on that side as well. Because he tends to be like a chill stupidly rather than I haven't seen too much like corpus generally. He's very intuitive. So I don't know how he is with expanding that stuff. But Jido staking in Solana is very interesting as well. Because there's very little competition into analysts. Like governance is super new in Solana because they are all scammers. They have been so far.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jesus.
well, I'm just being honest. Um,
and
like
is Jito like is it similar to
Solana
Lido,
staking.
the community staking and all?
It's like Solana staking. Well, Solana
No,
has like
community
two.
stake.
I don't know to what extent it's community. I think it's still permission. It's like Lido V1. But what are you thinking of? You're thinking of like making modeling for the CSM?
No, not necessarily. Like Lido is very mature ecosystem, right? So they have done a lot of stuff and a lot of shit, a lot of integrations. I was going through their APIs
Yeah.
and SDKs and whatnot. They have
Yeah.
a lot of integration with a whole bunch of projects.
Yeah.
Something similar, like now you mentioned Jito, we could probably like copy paste some of the modules of something that Lido has already implemented, especially around governance. Now that you're saying governance on Jito is especially shit, we could do something similar to what Block Science did, and like replicate it with Jito.
Mm. It's,
Like governance assessment and analysis. And all of it becomes really easy when you have MPCs built. You know, they have the entire pipeline that Sean built. Like, really helped us a lot. I don't know what happened to him. Where did he go? He left. I thought it's just me. Okay, what do we do?
What do we do? What do we do? Do. What's tomorrow?
You had that. So catchy.
Baby Shark. Baby Shark. Do. Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Do.
my connection dropped and we went from staking to Baby Shark, and I don't know how that happened.
Give me 1 minute, guys. Let me just get some door. Yeah, so Lido staking, Jito staking, bonding curves on Cardano. That's another idea. Token engineering on Cardano.
Is Cardano still alive?
Oh yeah, and flush with cash. But still, nobody really goes to Cardano.
All they have is
All that.
money.
All that is
Are
money.
we going to invite Charles Hoskin to a BCRG research session?
I'm in.
I don't know. Does anybody know Charles Hoskinson?
Um, Not personally. Griff knows him, but he said he's kind of a weirdo. He doesn't like Charles.
Griff said Charles is a weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not those words, not those words specifically, but he said there was not good blood when he left like Ethereum. The stuff he did before leaving Ethereum
Mm,
and going to Cardano and all was like, yeah, Griff was like,
mm.
He's a weirdo, huh?
Griff's such a weirdo. I love him. I love weirdos. I don't know. Normal people, yeah.
Nah,
Boring.
you know, I've a friend of mine invited me. Like right now, I'm at a community conference. It's like a conference to like building communities. It is the first time like I am the most autistic in the room in a while, and I'm really struggling actually. Like in hackathons, I am the one to like always say like, "Hey, you're too autistic. Let me talk for you." Here I'm like playing with my bucket hat, looking at the floor.
It's funny that spectrum, like depending where you select the people from, it's like, oh wait, I'm the least autistic here. Damn it.
Yeah.
I have to do the talking. Ugh.
Block
Hey,
Science has a lot of weirdos. Like they're not like weirdos in a. I don't know. Do you think Danilo is autistic?
Danilo, man, it's such an interesting spectrum. Where is he on? Like for me, it's not just one. Like, are you or are you not? It's like there are spectrums, and then spectrums coming off those spectrums, and then spectrums coming off those spectrums, and Danilo is somewhere on that spectrum for sure. Yeah, I love the way
seven
his brain
dimensional
works.
autism.
Yes, yeah. His autism is not one dimensional. Very multivariate. Same with
Oh, Griff.
Z
By
for
But
sure.
the way, Griff has built something. He's built Unicorn ETH. I don't know. It's something to do with wallet security.
Oh, is it launched?
I don't know. Not sure.
How do you know about it?
How do I know about it? Yeah, I saw in the DeFi.good and he was like, I'm raising. And then I checked it out, like did some digging, and yeah.
Ah, another
And
raise, hey?
yeah.
My unicorn account. Launch your brand's Web3 account. Unicorn.eth. My unicorn account. Ooh. Membership platform for your brand or business. Oh. Oh. Oh, Griff, you smart man. You smart man.
What did you do?
I'm just looking at unicorn.eth. There's a website. It's about onboarding
Mhm.
communities to Web3 experience. It looks like Griff style. This must be what they're working on. This is rad. Myunicornaccount.com. I'll drop it in the chat.
I know they like had sent to like invest a couple months ago into Unicorn ETH. Like they did like a private sale of the DeFi for good.
Oh yeah? What did
Yeah,
they
What is
or
raise?
75?
I have no idea. Um, It's it's an interesting one. A lot of competition now, for sure. But
Funny that they're using the word profitable. Griff loves this word, but so many people who it's such a turn off for some people. Profitable community? You're gonna profit off your community?
mm.